You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings. You're so much more than that. There's a deeper part of you. The part that notices all the stuff happening inside without getting swept away by it. Okay? Weird question? Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming in class, then suddenly snapped out of it and realized, whoa, I didn't hear a word the teacher just said? Or maybe you're playing a game and your brain starts worrying, what if I mess up? What if people laugh? And then part of you goes, focus, get back in the game. That little moment, when you noticed what your brain was doing, that's what we're going to talk about today. It's something super cool and honestly kind of like a secret power. We're calling it the noticing self. Or, if you want to sound fancy, self as context. What is the noticing self? Okay, so you have thoughts, feelings, memories, dreams, right? And those things can change a lot. One moment you're happy, next you're stressed. Sometimes you think, I'm awesome. Other times, ugh, I'm the worst. But here's the thing. There's a part of you that notices all those thoughts and feelings. It's not your brain making the thoughts. It's not your body reacting. It's the part of you that's watching it all happen. Kind of like the audience at a movie. Watching what's on the screen without getting pulled into it. You might say, oh, I notice I'm really nervous right now. That noticing? That's the real you doing the work. And this noticing self? It's always been there. You were noticing when we talked about driving your brain bus back in Lesson 2. Now we're just shining a spotlight on it. Let's try this. Think of your brain like a snow globe. When you shake it, snow flies everywhere. Thoughts, feelings, chaos. But guess what? You are not the snow. You are the person holding the globe. You can watch the snow without getting lost in it. Sports or hobbies example. Imagine playing tennis. You need to keep your eyes on the ball, right? But what if your brain starts shouting out, what if I miss? What are they thinking of me? Why is my coach filming me? Suddenly, you're distracted and maybe you miss the shot. But if you notice your attention has wandered, you can bring it back and swing. The part of you that catches yourself drifting off, that's the noticing self. It helps you get back on track. Sky and weather metaphor. Your thoughts and feelings are like the weather, always changing. Sunny 1 minute, stormy the next. But you are like the sky, still there behind it all. Even when it's cloudy or stormy, the sky doesn't go anywhere. So no matter what you're feeling, the part of you that notices stays calm and steady. That's what allows you to pause, take a breath, and choose. Even when the weather inside your brain is wild. Why does this matter? You might be thinking, cool, but why should I care? Here's why. When you can notice your thoughts and feelings instead of getting sucked in, you get more freedom to choose how you act. And this is where diffusion comes in, that skill we're adding now. Just by saying something like, I'm having the thought that I'm going to fail. I'm having the feeling that I don't belong. You create space. You unhook. That space is powerful because it helps you remember. You don't have to believe everything your brain says about you. You can feel big emotions and still do what matters. You can be kind to yourself even when your brain isn't. This ties right back to values. What kind of person you want to be. And we've already practiced this in earlier lessons. Choosing to act even when you don't feel good. Living your values even when it's hard. Showing up as yourself even when you're tempted to try and fit in. The noticing self helps make all that possible. Now let's clear something up. Some people say, I'm just being real. when they're actually just reacting, like, I was mad so I told them off. Just being honest. I said what I felt. I'm keeping it real. But blurting out every emotion isn't always real. It's just reacting to the moment. Being real isn't about emotional explosions. It's about living in line with your values, the realest version of you. The noticing self helps you pause, check in, and say, what kind of person do I want to be in this moment? That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Let's try it. Want to test it out? Right now, notice your breath, in and out. Now notice a sound around you, notice a feeling in your body, notice a thought you're having right now, and now, notice that you're noticing. Kinda weird. Kinda cool, and you can even say, I'm having the thought that I'm bored. I'm having the feeling that I'm excited. Boom. You just practiced diffusion. You just tapped into the noticing self. You just made space between you and your thoughts. Here are some ways you can practice being your noticing self. When your mind says something mean, say, thanks, mind, and come back to the moment. When you feel big emotions, take a breath and ask, what's happening right now? Picture yourself as the sky. Thoughts equals clouds. You, the sky behind them. Use diffusion phrases like, I'm noticing the thought that, or I'm having the feeling that. There's more to you than your thoughts, more than your feelings, more than the labels people give you. There's a strong, steady you that can notice it all and choose what matters most. And that's real strength.